Six double finger, take two. We're doing the new kind of. The wheels were coming off early there, baby.
Action.
I forgot my line. Yay! Kill me! Kill me!
There's now
Sir, that is 2,419,000.
Be more specific. What?
And action.
Desantification. You're saying that if I don't become Santa, I won't be. If I don't become married, I won't be Santa anymore? What about the kids? What about these two lunatics over here? What's the matter with you people? We're working here. Got it.
Yeah.
And action.
What are you, one of those people that sits in their house, pretend in the dark? Hold it.
What?
Hey, what are you, one of those people that sits in the dark and pretends they're alone on what? What are you, one of those?
Action.
What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? I think I gotta sit just for a minute. Just for a second. That would hurt normally. Doesn't hurt me. Look at that. Dig it in there. Doesn't even hurt. Look at it. Look at it.
Uncle Scott, I learned how to swim underwater and I'm not afraid.
I'll do you one better. Charlie, you're suspended.
Dad!
Wait a minute. I'm just as upset about this as you are. Isn't there some way we can punish the kid without I think he's been punished enough. Just being in the film. Come on, let him go. For God's sake, come on. Come on, give me a piece of pie.
Charlie, you're suspended.
But Dad!
Hold on a second. I'm just oh.
Okay, Charlie.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to uphold the family tradition.
Hey, look, listen to me. Get the. Oh! What does that matter if you do it 1,000 times?
Take two.
You cost me, Pamela. Look at the watch, then say the line. Look at the watch. And then.
And action.
What?
It's snowing.
Oh. As if by magic.
That's what I was going to say, that it should be snowing.
Cut, please.
Cut! You cut. Cut, please. Cut! Cut! Cut, please! Cut, please! You say cut before you do it. Cut! I hate it when I know I'm supposed to say something.
Cut, please.
And everybody's going, is he acting? He's really acting a lot. Are you acting or pausing?
Well, you can't be in two places at the same time.
One more time, the line is you can't be in two places.
Well, you can't be in two places at once.
Well, you can't be in two places at the same time.
Or.
Well, you can't be in two places at the same time. I can't believe it. This is the nightmare that's keeps me awake for years. All at once.
Okay.
At once you cannot be in two places. At once or at twice. Well, you can't be in two places at once.
Yeah. Cut, please. Great. All right.
Thank you, guys. I'm very happy that you came to join me on the tour of the Santa Claus 2 set. Making the Santa Claus 2 was the most fun I've had in 800 years. The only bad thing about it was I had to hang around Bernard so much. But I'll tell you about that later. Right now, let's take a peek behind the scenes at the making of the Santa Claus 2. I'm here in the makeup trailer getting my ears waxed. You might think I'm Mr. Perfect, number 2 head elf, and I wouldn't blame you, but I got a lot of problems with my ears.
Is there anything else you need?
Yeah, some sparkles could be good.
Sparkles we can do.
You always need that twinkle in your nose. I couldn't be in the original Santa Claus 1 because I was only 200, and that's a baby in elf years. Of course, Bernard was in the first movie, and he's always holding that over my head. But he's always bossing me around. He's nice to everybody except me. I think it's because he knows I'm gonna get his job. He knows it sooner or later. I don't know, maybe not today, it could be in 200 years for all I know, but I'm gonna get his job someday and he's real nervous about it. Santa, on the other hand, he's the greatest. He's really funny and I enjoy working with him. I mean, I have to work with him every day at the North Pole, but I also like working with him on the movie. Yeah, it's fun. Hey, actually they're moving me to set to go to school. I have a little tent set up over there, so I'm going to learn some math there stuff. So, follow me, come on. Which way is to set? I have no idea. I'm confused. Even though I'm number 2 elf, I'm very confused. They don't tell me anything. Here's where I go to school, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye now. Gotta learn my math. You might think that since elves are hundreds of years old, they'd be through with school, but no. Santa wants his elves sharp, up on the latest technology. That's how we keep coming up with great new toys. The location of Santa's workshop in the North Pole is top secret, so it wasn't easy to get the whole cast and crew up here without blowing our cover. We blindfolded everyone and spun them around till they were really dizzy and confused. Even though we were here in the North Pole, we built copies of the elf village and the workshop so that the filming wouldn't get in the way of our toy-making schedule. Nothing gets in the way of Christmas up here at the Pole. Come on, guys, follow me. This is the set for the workshop. Very busy, and here's all my elves. So we got the whole set. I actually haven't seen it, like I said, but they're doing it's a pretty good job. Pretty good model to the real toys. Oh, look at these toys. Did you know that these toys are real? All the elves really made these a year in advance to the film. I made 100 of them of these. But yeah, I can't take all the credit, you know. I got my elves here. This is the set dresser, Sandra, and she dresses me every day. Hard to believe it, but this is actually what I wear really in the North Pole. Pretty nice jacket, isn't it? A lot of the elves have green and red pointy shoes, but the beige shows them that I'm the authority and that I'm number 2 elf. It shows that it's just that color. I'm the one who gets that color, and it shows me.
Okay, just gonna clean you up.
This is Christina Venkman. She's the script supervisor.
Hello.
She does something you call continuity, which means like remembering what you did in the last shot. Let's say if my scarf was like this in the last shot, and I had it like this in the next shot for the same scene, she would have to come over and say, your scarf was like that. So that's an example. This is Marika, one of the ADs. This is David Clone, he's the second AD.
One of the people he beats up on regularly.
This is Adam Greenberg. He's the director of photography on this movie. He controls like the camera and stuff. He does all this lighting you see in the village. And well, this is Adam.
Working for him.
No, I'm working for you. Hi, Elizabeth.
Well, hello, Curtis.
How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
So, how do you like filming up here at the North Pole?
Well, I can't believe it. Is it difficult having things being filmed here at the North Pole? Has it disrupted service? Are the local elves happy, or?
You know what? No, the local elves are there's mixed feelings. There's like 1 million elves here at the North Pole. One half of them, I don't know what that percentage is that makes them both combined, but one half of them hates having the film crews here because they're all working. It's a bit chilly, isn't it?
Yes, it's cold.
This is the North Pole. I mean, this is like Antarctica. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Do you have penguins?
What?
I haven't seen any penguins.
Well, it's the North Pole. They're down south
Yes.
at the South Pole.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Everything was going great, except for Bernard. He can be such a pain. Because you're jealous, you know.
Jealous of what?
Of my
I've
youth,
got looks.
of my good looks, of my cutting edgeness. You know, I've tried to make peace with him.
Oh, yeah!
Let's get some chow.
I'll go get you something.
I'll go. No, I'm sick. How about some soup or cookies? What do you want, Bernard? Banana?
Yeah, sure.
No, make you pumped up.
Can I have a less brown, beaten up one?
Yeah.
This is the kind of respect I get. I asked number 2
How about
elf for a
this one?
banana, and he
How
gives me
about
this
this one?
beat up. Look at that.
This is the best one I could find.
Oh, that's a nice one. Thank
What do you think?
Actually, it's a bit green. Can you give me one that's less green? Jeez.
You see how difficult he can be? But I can handle it. Come on,
Hey,
let's make up.
Okay, don't touch me.
This is my last scene of the day in Elfsburg, and we're playing a football game between Santa Claus and all the other elves. We really do this at the North Pole. That's what I love about our new Santa. He's the first one in hundreds of years that likes games, and elves love to play anything.
Santa's hurt.
We're shooting a great scene. Where all those tin soldiers over there? Yeah. We're getting ready to fight them. This is the beginning of the fighting part. Yeah. And we all throw snowballs at them.
Like this.
We're just throwing it at them and having a good time. Hey guys, now I'm gonna introduce you to the director of the Santa Claus 2, Michael Lembeck. Come on, Michael.
What?
Come on, I gotta
What are you
interview
doing?
you. I gotta interview you, Michael.
You have to?
Yes, I have
What's your
to.
name again?
Curtis.
Oh, Curtis, right, okay.
Curtis, the number 2 elf.
Number
you
2
know.
elf, that's right. That's right. But you'd like to be number 1, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would like
I know,
to
I
be.
noticed that you're really trying to like move him out and move up to number 1.
Yeah, but like I've been saying, Bernard I'm a threat to him, and he's afraid of me. Like I said, he stutters when he talks to me, and he's an okay actor, but he's not the brightest either, so.
Is there something that really bugs you?
About what?
And anything in general. I know you're a very happy elf, but are there things that bug you?
Bernard.
Bernard bugs you. Bernard bugs you. With that I've seen. I think you get an attitude right now. Right now I'm seeing a little attitude about Bernard.
Bernard bugs me. I'm a
I know
threat.
You're a threat to Bernard.
Yeah.
And he bugs you. Yeah.
I hear you got a bit of a relationship with Santa. Do I have a good shot at becoming number 1?
I have spoken to Santa about this, and I am not at liberty to say.
I gotta tell you, that Michael Lembeck is one smart guy for someone that young. He's not even 100 years old. And he has a fantastic idea for the Santa Claus 3.
Santa Claus 3, Curtis becomes Santa. Santa retires, Curtis is the new Santa. What do you think about that? Yeah, baby.
Yeah, bye-bye. I had a great time showing you how elves make movies. Thanks for joining me on the tour. And I hope you get a lot of presents this year. Bye, guys.
First of all, Mother Nature, I want to thank you very much for doing this interview with me. It's an honor for me to be speaking with you.
Well, it's my pleasure, and I only have a few minutes. I've got lots to do, but I'm happy to be here.
I understand, so we'll go through this as quickly as you need us to. First, let me ask you, what is it like working in this movie?
Well, it's quite a thrill, isn't it? Being among mortals all day long and doing the funny things mortals do. I had a donut today. It was very exciting.
That's delicious.
It's a thrill for me to be, finally, because usually the way they depict me is a tutu, and it's not.
I understand.
I'd like a bigger part. I wish it had been called the Easter Bunny. I always thought there was a story here about how, I'm one of 250,000.
By Cuspids.
250,000 siblings, and I battled my way to the top.
Good heavens.
What's it like for you to work with the other legendary figures in this movie?
I find them to be weak.
What?
Weak?
Very weak. I'm watching them, I'm seeing them. Santa Claus, I like. I like him as a person.
Yes.
But he's very, he's changeable. I don't know if I can trust him.
Well, we respect each other. You know, I guess there's kind of a bond, a kind of a brotherhood.
Father Time, guess what? He's got a story for everything. Big surprise.
People know, they know us, but they have the wrong idea. They don't know what we're really like. And then when we have a chance to get together, we have some things to share that only another legendary figure could understand.
Oh, please.
And all the stories are, I remember in 1846, and then literally chronologically until then this morning I had eggs. He doesn't stop.
Cupid has always been a problem.
Really?
Yeah, he's a bit angry.
I don't like being earthbound, I'll be honest with you.
I understand. Well, then
I'm a flyer.
I think it's the diaper.
They have a seat I have to sit on and wave. That's nice. Oh boy, that's a feeling I could live without. For good reason. How I'm gonna do the scene like this, by the way, I have no idea.
Did you have to audition for this part?
No, of course not. There's only one Easter Bunny. But normally I hide my emotions. I like to hide things, as you well know.
I'm not too fond of the Easter Bunny.
I noticed that. I noticed there was a little tension from the first day of shooting.
I don't know what his function is. I really don't. He hides eggs. Who cares?
Like sometimes my wife will go, "Where are my car keys?" And I'll be hiding. I've hidden them, you see. I love hiding. My children come in, "Where's my homework?" "Oh, Daddy's hidden it."
Grow up.
I just love hiding things. I don't know. That's why I think I do such a good job.
Absolutely right.
There aren't other people who could hide the eggs. What else does he do?
It's not easy having, a millennium-old diaper rash.
Listen, here's the thing about these legends. They're all takers. Take. I, on the other hand, Cupid, a giver. I give.
Have you ever thought about quitting?
Quitting? No, because I'm a giver. Again, the other people with the taking. Tooth Fairy, what does he do? Takes a tooth.
If you weren't Mother Nature, what would you be doing?
Oh, I'd be a rock star. I love leather pants.
I like it.
Right around the 2/3 point of the making of the film, when we were now in the elf village for the big battle between the toy soldiers and the elves, actual hostilities really did break out between the two of them. And I was called by my studio asking for a status report. They were hearing rumors that things weren't going so well. So what you're about to see is a tour of the elf village that I did in the middle of shooting the battle sequence to assure my studio, Disney, that everything was okay. This is the tape I sent to them to assure them that everything's okay. Let me take you around and show you what's going on up here anyway, okay? This is that tape. Here, right now we're in the middle of a big problem between the toy soldiers and the elves. There are hostilities that have broken out. Right now they're being very calm because I asked them to, so come walk with me, and I'll take you around here a little bit. These are some of the toy soldiers right here. Any chance that you guys might make peace with the elves? Well, I guess that answers that. If you'll just look past me over here, you'll see the bakery, which is a lovely place, and the barbershop to its right. Turn around here, you'll see the candy store. These are some of our beautiful elves. This right here is one of the elves who works in the conning tower. This is one of the young men that controls all the outer ice to make sure that the pole is not discovered. What is it like working up there?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you get paid for that, or?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, see, this is something I didn't know. Well, I guess as I make more of the movie, I'll find out more about that. So walk with me. If you look directly in front of you, you'll see the facade of the toy factory. A little later on in the movie, the elves have allowed me to go inside and shoot some scenes inside. Right here we have our boots and shoes, right here. This is where the elves have their manufacturing of boots and shoes. I think maybe you'd like to meet the new Mrs. Claus. This is from St. Paul, Minnesota. This is Carol Newman. Congratulations on your wedding. We actually shot the wedding yesterday. How was that for you?
Oh, yes, it was lovely.
Yes?
Yes.
And you didn't know Scott Calvin very long, and
no.
What decided for you how did you decide to marry him?
Oh, I think it was the magic and the Santa thing.
Really?
Presents every year, unlimited cocoa, cookies, that sort of thing.
Very nice.
Yes.
And you still have your girlish figure, so the old icon of Mrs. Claus being a little rotund, not you. You're still lovely and shapely.
Not yet. I'm told.
Walk with me, won't you?
Thank you.
All right, let's come back this way a little bit. If you'll turn this way and face the camera that way, you see Town Hall. That's where the wedding took place. It was a lovely event.
It was a beautiful wedding.
These are some more of the elves. This young lady right here is one of the elves that works in the stable area. What's it like to work in the stable area with all the reindeer?
It's very cool.
Yeah? Who's your favorite reindeer?
Reindeer, Prancer, and Dancer, yeah.
Prancer and Dancer both?
Yeah,
because
they're very sweet and their fur is so soft.
Ah,
it's very nice to pet
lovely.
them.
Very
Yeah,
nice. All right. Well, let's continue to walk this way. Thank you.
Bye.
These are some of the, this is one of our naughty and nice boys. Right here, he works in the naughty and nice area. What's it like to work in naughty and nice?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Is it nice? You like it? Are you on the naughty side or the nice side?
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, I think you've seen Candy. This is one of our beautiful areas. I actually have, I've put in a bid for an apartment in the condominiums up here. Unfortunately, none of the elves have moved in 900 years, so it's very difficult for me to get a place. Anyway, that's pretty much the tour for now. What happened immediately after turning off the tape camera and returning to filming was I had to bring the elves and the toy soldiers together and say, hey, look everybody, we're making a movie here. This isn't, this isn't real. Everybody relax and calm down and let's get our day done. And we did, and we shot very successfully and they all got along together fine and everything worked out okay. Every movie, when it's first cut together, is always too long. The director falls in love with everything he shot and then has to go through the painful process of deciding what scenes can come out so the movie will be at a more manageable length and also so the storytelling will be better. When I first ran this movie, I realized, oh my goodness, it's so very long and it's going to be so hard to cut these scenes that I love because I loved the movie so much. So the scenes you're about to see are a bunch of deleted scenes I ultimately took out so the story would play better. The first of which takes place in the Universal Pantograph. I had two wonderful big scenes in the Pantograph that I shot, and ultimately I decided the second scene played so well and had so much of the same information as the first one and was better storytelling, had much bigger scope, and was so much more dramatic, I would use that to introduce the Universal Pantograph. So this then is the first of a bunch of deleted scenes. Enjoy.
So you made some enhancements, did you? Well, let's see this baby cook.
Watch this. Follow me.
Oh, come on.
Santa, what if the elves feel as if they're being replaced by a machine? We have an eons-old tradition of making toys by hand.
I agree with you. Nobody can handcraft a hobby horse like an elf. What this machine can do is help relieve some of the pressure caused by the fast food industry. All those little action figures and toys, we can't keep up with the demand. What the machine allows us to do is concentrate on the things that we do best. Curtis! Great job. This is fabulous.
Thank you, sir.
Curtis! Back to work. You're stalling. If you don't tell Santa Claus right now, I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
This next deleted scene is actually part of a scene that is in the movie. I just realized that in the middle of it I had this information that just made the scene too long and seemed to slow the pace of the scene down, and I really wanted it to be on story and not kind of drift to other elements that didn't have anything to do with the movie itself. So this is the Council of Legendary Figures and a little chunk that I decided to take out.
I got it. How about this? The Molinator.
I like that. Thank you, Santa. Can we vote right now on the Molinator?
I would like to speak.
Oh. Father Time has the floor.
Mother Nature, you're Natural woman.
You make me feel like one, baby. That's right.
I think there's something going on between those two.
You do?
Yeah.
Really? Thanks, Easter Bunny. Thanks for burning that horrific image into my brain for all eternity. Moron.
My pleasure.
The next sequence you're going to see, which I deleted, was really hard to delete because we had so much fun doing the second part of it. The first part is this walk down the stairs where you get some information from the actor playing Neil, asking questions about what it's like in the North Pole. And the second section is Santa on 5 blind dates. On its own merit, a wonderful scene. We really enjoyed doing it. It was, I think, our 3rd day of shooting, and we were very excited about it at the time. Ultimately, this too slowed down the pace of the movie. I needed to get back on story, and really hard to cut, but very enjoyable to do.
What's it like up there at the pole? Can you see a movie? Are there any good restaurants? Are there any women at all?
Sure. They're all 3 feet tall, pointy ears, average age 650.
Whoa, 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 check the attitude. Look, Scott, you've forgotten how to approach a date. You gotta be sweet, charming, sensitive.
If you'll be naughty, I'll be, nice. How wide is your chimney? I haven't spent time with a fully grown woman in 7 years. Most of my close friends are elves. You don't sing, do you?
The next deleted scene you're about to see, I felt really slowed the pace of the movie down. And in fact, there's so much information in this scene that is scattered throughout other scenes that are far more interesting and entertaining. I decided this was an easy lift, and I took it out, and didn't in any way hurt the storytelling. So enjoy this one.
Carol? I don't know what happened, you know? She grew on me. We grew on each other. There was growth.
Well, that's great. I mean, you know, you found someone, and just in time.
How'd she take it when you told her? Must have come as quite a shock.
Well, actually, I didn't tell her.
You didn't tell her you're Santa Claus?
Well, it's not the kind of thing you tell a woman on the first date, you know, unless you want a restraining order.
I gotta side with Scott on this one. I mean, it's not like telling a new girlfriend that you've got a cat or wear socks with sandals.
That was a phase I was going through.
It was just such a vivid memory.
But you never forget. She never forgets, ever.
All right. This is what you do. You take her out for a lovely dinner. Nothing with the drive-through. Then you take her home, sit her down by a warm fire with a glass of eggnog, and then you perform some incredible feat of magic.
Yeah, then I'll take the act to Vegas and we'll make millions. Look, Neil, I'm not a magician. And secondly, I'm out of magic. It's on zero.
What?
What does that mean? Is something gonna happen to Christmas?
When I looked at this next scene, I realized a better way to surprise both the audience and Charlie is to cut the top of this scene, start in the street with the kids throwing the snowballs, and then have them find out that Scott is indeed inside the house with Carol having a date. That way we're surprised, the kids are surprised, and we all find out at the same time. If we start the scene with what you're about to see I deleted, we all already know.
I had such a great time tonight, Scott.
Walking around looking in storefront windows. I haven't done that in longer than I can remember.
Thanks. My favorite part was a store window that had Santa's workshop in it. That looked like a pretty cool place, didn't it?
I have so much kid in you.
Is that good or bad?
It's good. It's really good.
I have a lot of kid in me.
The deleted scene you're about to see was, for me, very simply the toughest scene in the movie for me to cut. We refer to it as the Braveheart scene because we kind of stole in spirit the speech that Mel Gibson makes in Braveheart to his soldiers. Here, Scott Calvin, aka Santa, is making it to his elves. I loved shooting this. I loved the faces of the elves as he made this speech, trying to regain their spirit and their faith in him. And again, ultimately, it was so much more exciting to go from the exit of the Tooth Fairy to running to save the day than stopping for this scene. I decided to cut this scene. Forgive me, It's really, really a wonderful scene, and Santa's great in the scene, and the elves are so attentive, and you actually see their transition and their loss of faith become a big leap of faith. Here it is.
Hey! You're free! You know, it's not over. You know, all right, I owe you an apology. I had to go away for a while, and I wasn't here when you needed me most. And because of me, an evil has arisen that wants to steal Christmas from the children of the world. And I can see your faces. You're tired and scared. But you guys, remember, we are the keepers of Christmas. Together, we precious few. We're this band of brothers and sisters. We stand in defiance of this tyranny because you're free elves. And who wants to fight for that freedom?
We're too short.
Yeah, you may be small. But you have an opportunity to show our enemy that you may take our toys, but you may never take our spirit. You remember the deeds you do this day. You'll be household names in elfdom. Now who stands with me?
The last of the deleted scenes I'm going to show you today was also really hard for me to cut because it's the only chance I had to put Carol with my girl elves and have a wonderful moment between them. It was really fun to create on the floor of the elf village, and the toy soldiers are in it, and Carol has a moment in which she rescues the girls, elves, from the toy soldiers. But ultimately, again, in the grand finale, in which we're really cooking, and the pace of that scene, battle scene, is really flying, everything ground to a halt during this scene. So ultimately, it was one of the last scenes I took out. So here it is. Enjoy.
Stay right here, girls.
Hello, soldiers. I want you to look into my eyes. What do you see?
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed a bunch of our deleted scenes. The really kind of neat thing for all of you guys watching the DVD is you're the only people who've ever seen them. There's us who made them, and there's you who get to screen them on this DVD. Nobody else gets to see them that's seen the movie that is not watching the DVD, so you're privileged. I'm glad to have shown them to you. I wish I could have put all the scenes in, but that makes the movie too long, but you get to see them here. Thanks for playing. See ya.